So you're out in the woods and you see this spider, glowing like a neon sign in the dark. Wait, is it a superhero or just a weirdo with a glow stick? You're like, oh, that's cool, and then you realize, wait, how does it even see in the dark? Like, is it just flashing its own light like a disco ball? You think, is it using its own light to find the way? Like a tiny flashlight but with 8 legs and a weird glow. What even is this spider? But then you remember, spiders don't have eyes like us. So how does it even know where to go without seeing? Is it just blind and lucky? Or is there something even weirder going on? Like, maybe it's not just glowing, it's actually using that glow to trick other spiders into thinking it's a fake. Either way, it's a total weirdo. You're like, I don't get it, but I'm obsessed. Can I just watch this spider walk around for an hour, please? Okay, so we're talking about spiders that glow in the dark. Not the ones you see in your bathroom, but the ones that actually light up like a disco ball in the dark. Wait, are they like glow sticks but with 8 legs? But wait, how do they even glow? Are they like little lanterns? No, they're not carrying flashlights. They're just glowing, like some sort of radioactive spider with a glow-in-the-dark sticker. So what's the deal with glowing? Is it like a secret superpower, or are they just trying to scare off other spiders? Maybe they're like the spider version of a neon sign saying, I'm here, I'm here. But here's the thing, glow-in-the-dark spiders aren't just for show. They've got a reason to glow. Maybe it's for mating, or maybe it's just to look cool in the dark. Who knows, but it's pretty weird. So we're not just talking about spiders. We're talking about glowing spiders. Spiders that glow in the dark, like a spider with a built-in flashlight but with more glitter, and less batteries. So you're like, why should I care about glowing spiders? Well, imagine if your phone screen could glow in the dark and never need charging. That'd be awesome, right? But spiders, they've got this whole secret superpower going on. And here's the kicker, they do this without any fancy tools or apps. Just some bioluminescence and a whole bunch of spider wisdom. It's like having a glow stick that's also a GPS but way cooler. This stuff isn't just cool for spiders. It's inspiring scientists to make better light-up materials for stuff like solar panels or medical devices. So, you're kind of indirectly helping power the future with your spider fascination. Plus, if you're into weird, fascinating things, you're not alone. Everyone secretly loves the idea of glowing spiders. It's like the internet's favorite secret science fact. You're not weird for caring, you're just ahead of the curve. So next time you see a glow-in-the-dark spider, give it a mental high five. You're not just looking at a spider, you're looking at nature's little light-up wizard. And honestly, that's pretty rad. Okay, so glow-in-the-dark spiders aren't actually glowing. They're just really good at storing light like a solar panel. Wait, but how do they even know where to go in the dark? Let's rewind. Back in the 1970s, scientists thought maybe spiders had some kind of glowing guideposts, but that was just a wild guess. No one had a clue. Then in 2002, some researchers finally found out that these spiders use light from the moon and stars like a compass. Like, they're basically night owls with a built-in GPS. But here's the kicker, they can't see light, they just sense it. So it's like having a radar for light but with spider legs. Super cool. So yeah, glow-in-the-dark spiders aren't actually glowing. They're just super smart light huggers. Kinda like a spider version of a nightlight. So imagine you're a spider but you're also a glow stick. You're not super bright but you're definitely not in the dark. You're like a tiny lantern but with 8 legs and a weird obsession with webs. You don't need a flashlight because you've got this special glow that helps you see your way around. It's like having a tiny neon sign on your back telling you where to go and where to stop. You use your glow like a compass. It helps you find your way around your web and maybe even find a snack or a mate. It's like having a glow-in-the-dark map of your own little world. So basically, you're a glowing spider with a light-up backpack. You're not just surviving in the dark, you're thriving. It's like being a superhero but with 8 legs and a weird obsession with webs. Okay, so these spiders aren't just glowing like a neon sign, they've got this whole setup. They're like tiny night lights with a built-in compass. First, they need a light source, but not just any light. It's gotta be UV light, like the kind that makes blacklight posters glow. Then they have these special proteins in their bodies that soak up the UV light, like little solar panels made of spider silk. These proteins store the energy, and then they glow in the dark like a tiny flashlight, but only for a little while. Not a whole night. So basically, they're like spiders with glow sticks, but they charge it up with UV light, and then use it as a backup light when it's dark out. Okay, so they glow, but how do they know where to go? It's like having a light-up map inside their body. They use the glow to see the world around them, sort of like a built-in flashlight. The glow isn't just random, it's actually a pattern. Some spiders glow in specific spots, like a glowing stripe down their back. It's like a glowing highway for them to follow. They don't just glow to see, they use the light to find other spiders or prey. It's like a built-in spotlight that helps them find things in the dark. But here's the twist: the glow doesn't work in the dark. It's more like a glow-in-the-dark sticker that only shines when there's some light around. They need a little bit of light to start glowing. So they're like tiny night lights with a plan. They glow to see, find food, and maybe even talk to other spiders. It's not magic, it's just biology with a glow-up. Okay, so they're not just glowing like a neon sign, they're actually using the light like a compass. It's like if you were in a dark room and you had a flashlight, you'd know which way to go. But here's the twist: some of them use their own glow as a map. Imagine if you had glow sticks and you could see where you'd been. That's basically what they're doing. Wait, but how do they tell the difference between their own light and the light from other sources? Like, are they confused by the moon or other spiders? Turns out, they're pretty good at knowing what's their light and what's not. It's like if you had a flashlight and you knew it was you, not the sun or the moon. So in the end, it's not just about glowing, it's about using that glow as a guide. Like a little light trail that helps them find their way home, even in the dark. So here's the real secret. These spiders aren't just glowing, they're basically tiny night vision goggles with a side of glow-in-the-dark stickers. They see the world in a totally different color scheme, like a neon rainbow for everything. It turns out their eyes are super sensitive to light, even the faintest bit. They can see in the dark better than you can see in a pitch-black room with your eyes closed. But here's the kicker: most of them don't actually glow. Only a few species have that glow-in-the-dark thing. The rest are just super good at seeing in the dark, like night owls with no need for flashlights. So yes, they don't need to glow to navigate. They just use their fancy eyes and a little bit of luck. It's like having a flashlight in your head, but way cooler. The science is pretty straightforward: super sensitive eyes, some glowy stickers, and a whole lot of spider coolness. It's not magic, it's just biology with a side of glow in the dark. So imagine you're at a party and it's pitch black. You're holding a glowing light stick and you're trying to find the bathroom. You're not sure where it is, but you can see the light stick. You just walk around, trying to figure out where the light is coming from, like a spider trying to find its way through the dark. You don't have a map, you don't have a phone, you just follow the light. It's like the spider's glowing parts are the only thing it can see, and it uses that to figure out where it's going, even if it's not perfect. It's not like the spider has a compass or GPS, it's just using what it can see to make educated guesses. Like, oh, that glow is getting brighter, so I must be getting closer to my web. It's kind of like if you were in a dark room with a bunch of flashlights, and you just followed the brightest one. You might get lost, but you're at least moving in the right direction. So in the end, the spider isn't using fancy tech, it's just using the light it can see to navigate. It's not perfect, but it works. And that's pretty cool if you think about it. So here's the thing, I'm not making this up, it's real. These spiders don't just glow, they actually use their glow to sense their surroundings. It's like having a built-in night vision. They're basically walking around with a little flashlight inside their body. It's not just for show, it's a survival tool. They can see their own glow and use it to find their way. Imagine if you had a light that only you could see. You could walk around and know where you're going, even in the dark. That's basically what these spiders do. It's like if your phone had a night mode that only you could see. That's kind of what these spiders have. They're not just glowing, they're using it as a map. So yeah, they're not just spooky and glowy, they're actually pretty smart. They're using their glow like a built-in GPS. Who knew? Okay, so here's a myth. Glow-in-the-dark spiders use their own light to find their way. Nope, that's not how it works. They don't have a built-in flashlight, they're just really good at reflecting what's around them. Think of it like a disco ball in a dark room. The spiders are basically mirrors, catching whatever light is around them and bouncing it back. It's not magic, it's just physics with a side of spider cool. So if you turn off the lights, they're not suddenly super powered. They just rely on whatever faint light is left, like a street lamp or moonlight. It's not like they're glowing like a lantern, they're glowing like a neon sign in the dark. In short, they're not glowing to navigate, they're glowing because they're super efficient at storing light. It's like having a glow stick that also helps you find your way home. So next time you see a glowing spider, just know they're not a superhero. They're just a smart, reflective and slightly spooky little creature with a cool light show. So here's the thing, the glow-in-the-dark spider doesn't actually need that glow to navigate. It's not like it's a nightlight in a dark room. They're actually using their sense of touch, like a spider sense, to feel their way around. It's like if Spider-Man had a sense of touch instead of a sense of danger. So the glow is more for flashy, not for navigating. It's like if you put a neon sign on your car, it's cool but not for driving. And that's why you don't need to worry about glow-in-the-dark spiders getting lost. They're basically the spider version of a GPS, but with more legs and less satellites. So in summary, the glow is cool but not for navigation. The real secret is in their legs, their sense of touch, and maybe a little bit of spider sense. So glow-in-the-dark spiders aren't just lurking in your bathroom, they're actually hiding in your kitchen, your closet, maybe even your fridge. You probably saw them once but didn't think much about it. They are like the uninvited guests at your dinner party, but they don't eat the food. They just make a glowing appearance and then vanish into the shadows. You might not notice them, but they are definitely around. Like your neighbor who leaves their lights on all night but never says hello. They're not just in your house, they're in your car too. You've probably passed one on the road without realizing it. Glow-in-the-dark spiders are like the ghosts of the road. So next time you're in a dark room, remember, there might be a glowing spider watching you, just trying to find its way home. Or maybe it's just being dramatic. So I was out hiking, and I saw a spider that looked like it had a glow stick stuck to its back. It was like a spider with a neon light, totally glowing in the dark. I thought this must be the glowing spider I heard about, but then I realized, wait, glow-in-the-dark spiders don't actually glow. They just absorb light and then slowly release it, like a spider version of a night light. It's not like they have a built-in flashlight. So I'm thinking, okay, how do they even find their way around at night? And that's when I remembered the old adage, if you're lost, just follow the glow. But for spiders, it's more like following the light they've already absorbed. It's kind of like if you took a flashlight, walked around for a while, and then turned it off. You'd still see a faint glow where you were. So the spider is doing the same thing but with light, not a flashlight. So if you ever see a glowing spider, don't panic. It's just doing its spider thing, absorbing light like a sponge, and then glowing like a campfire. It's not a supernatural spider, it's just a really cool spider. So here's the kicker, these spiders are basically glow-in-the-dark ninjas. They're so good at this they've broken the spider version of the world record for glowing in the dark. They've been spotted in the wild, just chillin' in the dark like I'm not lost, I'm just emitting my own light, baby. Scientists think they've evolved to be super efficient, like a glow stick that doesn't need batteries, and also knows how to find the way home. Some say they can glow so bright they could light up a whole cave, like a spider-powered lantern. In the end, these spiders are like the ultimate glow-up, the dark's worst nightmare, and the web's brightest star. Okay, so the spider's like, I'm glowing, I'm safe, I'm the night's MVP, but then poof, some random light bulb flickers on. Now she's like, wait, am I glowing or am I just a disco ball? Am I a spider or am I a neon sign? This is confusing. She tries to adjust, but her glow is now way too bright. Every bug in the neighborhood thinks she's a disco ball and starts dancing around her. She's like, I was just trying to be subtle. Now she's stuck between two worlds. She's glowing like a Christmas tree, but she's also a spider. She's like, I'm not sure if I should be a creature or a decoration. This is the worst. I think I'm gonna go hide in my web and pretend I'm a normal spider. So here's the lesson. Glowing is cool, but don't glow in the middle of a city, or a light bulb, or a room full of disco balls. You don't want to be a spider who's also a spotlight. That's just weird. And if you're a spider and you're glowing, just remember, the night is your friend. But if you start glowing in the day, you're just a spider with a light show. And that's not cool at all. So glow-in-the-dark spiders are basically nature's version of a glowing nightlight, but they're also terrible at directions. They're like, I glow, I'm safe, I don't need a map. But guess what? They're still getting lost in the dark. They can't see in the dark, right? So they're not using eyes or anything. They're just glowing and hoping the light makes them invisible to predators. Which is kind of like wearing a neon sign that says I'm a spider, come eat me. Also, their glow doesn't help them find their way. They're like, I'm glowing, so I must be okay. But actually they're just getting more confused. It's like wearing a disco ball in a pitch-black room and thinking it's a spotlight. So in the end, glow-in-the-dark spiders are kind of the ultimate example of glow, don't navigate. They're like the universe's version of a glow-in-the-dark toy, but with 8 legs and a creepy vibe. So yeah, if you ever see a glow-in-the-dark spider, just know it's not a superhero. It's just a spider with a flashlight that forgot to charge. So how did we even figure out that glow-in-the-dark spiders use their own light to navigate? Well, it turns out scientists are basically like, hey, let's just look at the spider and see what it does in the dark. They started by putting spiders in boxes and turning off the lights. Like, okay, let's see if they can find their way out without any help. But then they realized, wait, they're glowing. Maybe they're using their own light to see. Then they did something really clever. They made a spider that didn't glow and watched it get lost. It's like, oh, you're just a regular spider now, no glow, no way to find your way. So basically, the scientists were like, we're gonna make a spider that can't glow and see how it does. And then they realized, oh, these spiders are basically using their own light like a tiny, glowing flashlight. And that's how we found out that glow-in-the-dark spiders use their own glow to navigate. It's like they're walking around with a built-in light show and a compass all in one. Okay, so here's the weirdest thing. What if a spider is stuck in a dark cave, and it's not just dark, it's pitch black, no moon, no stars, no light at all? How does it even know where to go? Maybe it uses the same trick as a firefly. Like it just randomly flashes its own light and hopes the prey comes close. But that's not really navigation, that's just hoping for the best. But wait, what if the spider is in a place where it's dark all the time? Like it's a cave spider that's never seen the sun. Then it's like a human who's never seen the sun. How does it know which way is up? Maybe it's just lost. Like it's a spider that's never learned to navigate. Maybe it's a baby spider that's still figuring out how to walk, and it just flops around until it finds a way out. So in the end, some spiders just don't know. They're like, I guess I'll just walk until I fall off a cliff or get eaten. But hey, that's life. Some creatures just navigate by luck.